So did you have something in mind?
Yes, I have a part that is this narrator commentator that lives behind this left eye, and it drives me insane. And it's just going all the time. There are brief respites, but it particularly gets loud in the middle of the night, and it won't let me go back to sleep. I don't think it ever goes to sleep.
Yeah. A lot of those parts don't. Yeah. Okay. And so it's right back here. And as you notice it there, how do you feel toward it?
I really hate it, and I'm really frustrated with it.
Yeah, I understand why. But with the part that hates it, give us the space to get to know it and maybe help it. Just check and see.
Yeah, it's softened.
Okay, good. How do you feel toward it now?
Curious.
So let it know. Just see what it wants you to know. And don't think of the answer, just wait for an answer to come from that place in your head.
It wants me to know how hard it's been working.
Yeah. How do you feel toward it as you hear that?
Some compassion.
Let it know. Maybe ask why it's working so hard. What's it afraid would happen if it didn't do this narrating thing all the time?
That I would let my guard down.
Okay. And then what would happen?
I'd be vulnerable.
And then what would happen if you were vulnerable?
It's afraid that I'd disappear.
You disappear. Does that make any sense to you, Colleen? Does? Is it okay to feel all this? Yeah, so tell your partners it's okay to let you feel the pain of that disappearing.
It's really scary.
Yeah. Okay. And is this all this emotion coming from the narrating part?
No.
No.
It's the part underneath this.
Underneath it.
Here, Dick Schwartz is helping discern the frightened exile from the protective narrator part.
So we just want to make it overt with the narrating part.
Okay.
And ask if it's okay if we're with the part it protects.
Yeah, it's been waiting for years.
Okay, good. That's great.
Oops. Yeah, it's like it's stepping back.
Good, good, good. And just see if there's any other part that's afraid to let us be with this disappearing part.
Yeah, there's a part that's kind of hovering here, and it's just this dark energy.
Okay. So let's get to know it first a little bit. Ask what it's doing there, and if indeed it's afraid to let us go to the pain of that disappearing part.
It's not talking. It's just like kind of hovering here. It's very dark.
How do you feel toward it?
Curious.
So let's try it again. Just ask if there's something it wants you to know.
It's not talking, but it's just kind of conveying that it's like some cloaking device. It's like it just hangs there.
It's cloaking,
Yeah.
cloaking the other part, or what's it? Can you tell?
It's like it just kind of blanks out
Yeah,
my access somehow.
got it. All right, let me see if it'll talk to me. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes.
And you're this dark, cloaking, blocking out part
Yes.
of Colleen? Is that right?
Yes.
And been doing this for her a long time?
And I've always been here.
You have, yeah. Uh-huh. And what are you afraid would happen if you didn't do this for her?
I'm just here. I don't.
So you just do this. It's your
You
job,
just do
and you
it.
just do it.
I'm not afraid for her. I just am here. Just
Okay.
do this.
It's what you do. Okay.
I've always been here from the beginning of her.
Do you like this job?
No.
No, right? Doesn't sound like it's much fun, really.
So it's just who I am. I
Yeah.
don't. It's not even. It doesn't feel like a job. I just. I'm here.
It's what you do. Are you a part of Colleen? Or are you something else? Or do you know?
This question helps determine if it's a part or something else that's not part of the system, like an unattached burden. Unattached burdens cannot lie, but they can sort of confuse or avoid the question. They may say things like, wouldn't you like to know if I'm a part? Or why don't you guess? Something like that. A part will almost always let you know that it's a part.
I'm not part of her.
Not a part of her? Okay. Do you know how you got into her?
When she was about 4 months old.
You came in when she was about 4 months old?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've been there ever since. And are you giving her this emotion, or is that somebody else?
I feel like I'm feeling it, not the part.
Okay. All right.
Or
So
this thing.
yeah. So the thing. I want to go back to the thing. We'll get to the part that was emotional about it. So yeah, let me talk to you again. Yes, Colleen. So you heard that conversation?
Yeah.
How do you feel toward this thing now?
I just feel like it's some dark energy and it's gotta go. It doesn't feel like it has a job. It just feels like it's.
Yeah, it has that feel to it. Do you feel at all afraid of it?
It's important to ask and then take care of any parts that might be frightened. Then there's more self-energy available in the system once the scared parts are taken care of. Unattached burdens often lie, and they'll lie about how much they're needed or how much power they have in the system, and they can present in a scary way, right? And insist that you need me and nothing without me, these kind of lies. That's why it's important to take care of any parts that have bought into those beliefs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
So let's get all the parts that fear it into a waiting room with the assurance that it has no power if you're not afraid of it. I promise. Okay? How do you feel toward it now?
Better, much better.
Good.
It's lighter.
It seems lighter?
Yeah.
All right, so ask again if it's a part of you or not.
So it's important to be sure that it's not a part before we release it from the system. If it is a part, we won't be able to release it from the system. That doesn't happen. But the part may feel further exiled and it may feel harder to reach. There are parts, protective parts, that can present in a similar way to unattached burdens. For example, the suicidal firefighter that wants to end the pain in the system and does it with this desperate measure of suicide may have a voice that says you should just kill yourself. An unattached burden can come in and say you should just kill yourself. So that's why it's very important to discern, is this a part or is this not a part? If it's not a part, is not native to the system, then it can be expelled.
Is that no? Okay. So let it know we're gonna.
It's outside of me. It's not in me. It
Okay.
feels really different.
Yeah. Let it know it doesn't really belong in you. We know it's been in you a long time, but it's not where it belongs. And we're gonna send it to where it belongs. Does it seem okay with that?
It's not talking, but
It's not fighting it.
yeah.
All right. So you ready to send it out? So typically we bring in light to shine on it. You up for that? So do that. Bring in the light. Have it shine on this thing. And tell me when it's in the light.
It's coming in.
Light's coming in. Is it having any reaction to being in the light?
Yeah, it's breaking up.
It's breaking up? Okay. So just ask the light to take it where it belongs, out of your system. And just watch until it's all gone. It's not in there anymore.
Sometimes unattached burdens resist leaving the system, and it can be helpful to call on those qualities of clarity and courage, sees of self. You don't belong here. This is not your home. You need to move on. Your journey will continue. Something like that. It's often the case that these unattached burdens come in response to an attachment wound, an attachment injury. So often there are young ones very connected to these unattached burdens that feel that they need them. They're not going to be okay without them. They may also have been told that by an unattached burden. So important to take care of the young ones, let them know you're going to return to them after this thing's been expelled. They may also come in as a result of trauma, and they may also come in as a result of addiction. So Dick Schwartz teaches us.
Okay?
It's going. Yeah, it's going away.
Look,
It's
we're
like
gonna-
breaking up.
You're
It's,
good. We're going to wait till it's all the way out. So just keep watching. Okay? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's lost its power. It's just like.
Good. So let all your parts know now that it's gone. Let all your parts know, and you can move your body however you want.
Yeah, it just feels like it's.
Yeah, good. Good. What's the feeling?
It's just so much relief.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Long time coming. It's great. Yeah. A lot of relief and grief too, huh? Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh. It's piercing pain.
Okay, let's check and see what that is. The piercing pain in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Just ask what that is.
I don't know. It's just hurting so much, but this has been hurting for
Okay. Would it help for me to talk to that? Are you there?
Yeah.
And you've been giving Colleen this pain for a few days now?
Yeah.
And now you're doing it in a big way.
Yes.
And tell me why you're doing that to her.
Oh, it's hurting.
Yeah, but let it speak. Let me speak to it. Are you there? Are you willing to talk to me? You don't want to talk to me?
No.
No? How come?
Oh, it's lessening. It's lessening.
It's lessening? Okay, but I still want to talk to it. Don't go away. Are you there?
Yes.
Are you willing to talk to me a little bit?
I'll try.
Yeah, just try. So, can you tell me anything about why you jumped in just now?
I was afraid she was going to get too close to something.
You were afraid she was going to get too close to something. And what would happen if she got too close to that thing?
She'd fall apart.
She'd fall apart. What would that look like if she fell apart?
She'd be vulnerable.
She'd be vulnerable. And what would happen then if she were vulnerable?
She wouldn't be keeping my dad alive.
Okay. She wouldn't be keeping your dad alive. Or her dad alive. Okay. So you feel a lot of responsibility to keep Colleen's dad alive?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And you're afraid that if she knew this thing in there, that she'd stop doing that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I really appreciate you letting me know that. Is there anything else you want me to know before I talk to Colleen again?
Be careful.
I should be careful?
Yes.
Say more. Careful about what?
Be gentle with her.
Oh, I promise I'll be gentle. Promise.
The pain's less, much less.
Good. And if you, as the pain, if you need to come back, it's okay. I'll talk to you anytime. Okay? So let me talk to Colleen again. Are you there?
Yeah.
So how do you feel toward that part?
There's a part that's afraid of it.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
Yeah.
There's also, I also feel curious.
Okay. Well, it told us about its fear of keeping your dad alive. Does that make any sense to you that the part would be afraid of that?
Yeah, it does.
Is your dad still alive?
No.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's long dead. He just was really dependent on me.
Okay, all right. So maybe ask this part, the headache part, how old it thinks you are.
Just a baby, under a year.
Yeah. So let it know that's not true anymore and just see how it reacts.
Yeah, it can't believe it.
Can't believe it? Yeah, so tell it to look at you. How's it reacting now?
It's kind of quiet and dumbfounded.
Okay. Yeah.
And it looks more human now too.
Like what?
Just looks like a man in a dark cloak somehow.
Okay. How are you feeling toward him?
Kind of compassionate, actually.
Good. Let him know. And let him know not only are you older than a baby, but your dad is gone. So he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. See how he reacts to that.
He's bewildered.
Bewildered, right?
Yeah. He's worrying about all of my sisters and my mom not having protection or something. It's something below words. I can't quite get it, but it's like he's worried about the whole order changing.
Yeah. So can you update him about that too? How's he react?
He's not talking, but he's softening.
Good.
And the light, he's changing what he looks like.
Good. It's a good sign.
I said, we're not living in that house anymore.
Yeah. You said that or he did?
I did to him.
You're good. Can he believe you?
Yeah, I told him my mom's dead.
Uh-huh.
My dad's. My dad's. I'm sorry.
What is?
Telling him my dad isn't suffering anymore.
Yeah, your dad's not suffering anymore. You don't even have to worry about your dad anymore.
That's right.
Can he believe you? What's that like for him to hear?
It's surprising and good.
Good, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. And we're sorry he had to worry about that for so long.
Yeah, the light's changing.
The light's
More
changing?
light.
More
There's
light?
more light.
Good. Okay.
He's more illuminated and he's more like my protectors just always seem like they become these cardboard cutouts or something, and that's how it looks now.
Okay. All right. Then what feels right, Colleen? Should we go back to the narrator part? Or back to the one it was protecting? Or what feels right?
The narrator is just watching all of this and is doing fine, so I think
Okay. The one it was protecting?
yeah.
So can you find that one again in your body?
You know, I think that I'm getting that the narrator was like a decoy for this headache part,
Okay. That's interesting.
and that the headache part was protecting this little one.
Yeah, that's why it jumped in so much.
That's right.
So maybe go to that part and be sure we have its permission. Now?
The headache part.
Yeah. The guy in the cloak, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so find that one that it's protecting in your body.
Right here.
Good. How do you feel toward it?
Loving.
Let it know. See how it reacts.
Doesn't know who I am, but it's softening.
Good. How close are you to it in terms of feet away?
Feels like it's right here.
Yeah, good. It's great. Then just see what it wants you to know.
She says I'm little. Seems like a baby.
Like a baby?
Very small baby.
Uh-huh.
A few months old, maybe.
Okay. What else does she want you to know about herself?
I'm getting that she had a job when she was born already.
Really? Yeah. What was the job?
Make everybody happy.
Okay. So let her know you get that from the get-go, she knew she had that responsibility. Stay with it, Colleen. The impact of that, it's a lot. Just stay with it.
She says she could never be angry, she could only be happy.
She could never be angry, she could only be happy, right? What was that like for her?
It was restricted, it was a trap, it was a cage.
Yeah. She felt like she was in a cage the whole time.
Only one way to be.
Only one way to be. Yeah. Tell her to really let you get how bad that was. Feel and see and sense whatever she wants you to about it.
She had to pretend that she was okay all the time.
Yeah, of course. That's hard work, right?
Yeah, she had to make my sisters happy, make my parents feel like they were good parents.
Right, right. What did that make her feel about herself?
Like she was a tool.
Yeah. That she wasn't valued for who she was at all, right? Yeah.
And the more they said, oh, she's such a happy baby, she's such an easy baby, she's just always so happy.
Yeah.
The more it was a cage.
More cage she was in, yeah. Let her know you're getting this. What's it like for her to have you get all this?
She feels happy, good.
Good.
And more alive.
She's more alive now.
Yeah.
And just see if that's everything or if there's more she needs you to get about it.
She says she doesn't want to go on the boat ever.
She doesn't want to go on the boat ever again.
No, never again. She hated the boat.
Yeah.
She hated it, and she had to go.
Yeah.
So that my mom and my sisters would be okay at home.
She had to go on the boat so the mom and sister could be okay at home.
So that my dad would come back.
So the dad would come back. Because he might not come back if she didn't go?
Yeah, because he would drink on the boat.
Okay.
If I wasn't there.
And what? He would drink and what?
If I wasn't there, if he didn't bring me with him.
Okay.
He wouldn't drink if I was there.
He didn't drink if you were there. So by not come back, they thought he would drown or he'd crash? Okay.
Yeah, he'd fall over.
He'd fall over. But you hated it. She hated it. Yeah. She hated it so much. What did she hate about it? Ask her.
It was so lonely
Yeah,
all day.
all day.
And sometimes he wouldn't feed her.
Okay. And how old was she through all this?
A year.
A year old?
A year, 2 years, 3
Wow.
years.
Jesus. Wow.
But she knew that my mom needed her to go.
Yeah.
She knew.
Yeah.
She knew.
Yeah.
And she couldn't say she hated it. She just
She had to pretend
She
like she
just
liked it.
went. She
Yeah.
just pretended.
Yeah. And it happened many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. So let her know we're getting this. And see if there's more. Anything more about why she hated it. You wouldn't feed her sometimes.
That was nothing compared to the loneliness.
She'd just be so lonely.
She wanted her mom so much.
Yeah.
And he'd get angry if she said she wanted her mom.
He'd be angry if she said she wanted her mom. And what would he do? What would he do when he was angry?
He'd just withdraw.
Okay.
He'd be quiet. He'd pout.
Uh-huh.
And so she stopped. She stopped complaining.
Yeah. So no wonder she hated it.
And it was all day. It was all day.
Wow.
It
Wow.
was from 6 to after dark.
Wow.
And she'd have to wait for the boat to go to the water and the boat to sail all day. And then she'd have to wait to put it all away.
Yeah. So ask her if she feels like you're getting this now. Yeah, good. And anything more, if that's everything.
Yeah, she's saying that it was so horrible to come home and to be called the favorite, called the
By the sisters? Because she got to be with the dad?
and then they'd be jealous
Yeah.
and they'd be angry
Yeah.
because supposedly this was a good thing.
Right.
You know, the apple of his eye and
Right.
his sidekick and oh God. They're still jealous of me. Oh God. That was bad.
That was bad too, right?
That's really bad.
Yeah. Let her know you get how bad that was too. Anything else?
It was really bad too for her that my mom was jealous of me.
Yeah.
she didn't want to go, but
The mom didn't want to go.
she didn't want to go, but she but she resented that he
Picked her.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let her know you get that she was in all these binds. She felt this incredible responsibility to take care of everybody, and there was no way she could.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really loving her up now.
Good, good. How's she reacting?
She's liking it.
Good.
She says her little sister hated her.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That was really horrible too.
Yeah.
I'm telling her I'm so sorry.
Good. Good. That's right. And just see if that's everything.
I think so.
Don't think, just ask. She'll tell you.
She says she just wants to play.
Yeah, so tell her we're going to come and set that up for her. So, Colleen, I want you to go into that time period, wherever she's most stuck and all that.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? And be with her in the way she needed somebody. So you're there?
Yes.
How are you being with her?
And listening and loving her.
Good,
Really listening.
good, good. How's she reacting?
Delighting in her.
Good.
I'm feeding her.
You're feeding her, right? That's great.
She's soaking it up.
Good.
Big green eyes.
That's great.
She's just drinking it in. She's about a year old.
Yeah.
She's really glowing.
Good.
There's a lot of yellow light on her.
That's great. And ask her if there's anything she needs you to do with her or for her back there before we take her to a good place.
She wants me to tell my sisters that it was horrible for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Yeah. So do that for her. Anything else she wants you to do for her?
She wants me to tell her mom it really wasn't okay what she did.
Yeah. So do that.
You sacrificed her.
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of.
And she's really angry at my dad for not listening
Yeah,
and just being there for himself and not for her.
that's right. So does she want you to talk to him about that, or does she want to?
She wants me to get his brother and tell him no more. No more.
To get his brother.
Yeah, to like stand there and say,
Oh, she wants the brother to say no more to the to your father?
but it was my dad's brother who was a protector.
Okay. So let's bring him in And you can do it too,
Yeah.
for
I'll do
her?
it. I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Is that everything she wants done back there?
That's all.
Okay. So ask her what it was like to watch you do all that for her.
It was good.
Yeah.
she's happy.
Good. All right. So is she ready to leave that time and place
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah.
So let's take her somewhere she'd enjoy, that's safe and comfortable. Could be in the present, it could be a fantasy place.
Yeah, she's in my dining room now.
Good. How does she like it there?
She likes it. She likes the dog a lot.
Uh-huh. So tell her she never has to go back there, and you're going to be taking care of her now. And see if she's ready to unload the feelings and beliefs she got back there.
Yeah, she's happy. She's meeting my husband and my kids
Oh, good.
and my grandkids.
That's great. But before she meets them and talks to them, ask where she carries the feelings and beliefs. In her body or on her body?
Yeah, there's a torrent of anger right here.
Yeah. Ask what she'd like to give all that up to. Light, water, fire, wind, earth, anything else.
Just going into the light.
Good. That's great. Then have her check her body and see if there's anything else that doesn't belong to her.
Yeah, there's worry in here.
Mm-hmm. All that responsibility and worry.
Yeah,
Into the light also, or what?
yeah. She's coming out.
Good, good. Have her check and see if there's anything else. In particular, maybe that belief that she's a tool. You find that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. What does she want to do with that?
It's just, yeah, maybe down into the earth, actually.
Okay, good.
She
Good.
wants to take care of other people.
Yeah. She let that go too? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just kind of coming out.
Good, yeah. Just no need to carry any of that.
Yeah. And this heavy weight of responsibility,
Yeah.
it's in here, it's just kind of coming.
Good.
It's a heavy one.
Yeah.
Now there's some nausea in here.
Okay. Let's get that out too.
Gosh, maybe it's that I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
How's she doing now?
She's good. She feels good.
Good. And tell her now to invite into her body whatever qualities she'd like. See what comes in.
Funkiness. Ability to say no.
Mhm.
Fun. Lightness.
That's great.
Playfulness.
Playfulness.
Yeah. Lots of light, lots of just like fun. I don't, this is not even a word for it. It's just,
So how's she doing now?
she's doing good. She's looking older too, like she's about 3.
Okay, good. And what does she want to do now?
She wants to go jump on the trampoline.
Okay. And then maybe while she does that,
She's really cute.
uh-huh,
She's
let's
really cute.
let's bring in the man with the coat.
Yeah.
See how he reacts.
He's very relieved.
Good.
He's been watching everything.
Yeah.
He's very relieved.
He's very relieved, right? You can check and see if he wants to unburden anything.
He wants to unburden some heaviness.
Yeah. What's he want to give it up to?
He wants to throw it into the ocean.
Yeah, so tell him to go ahead and do that.
Now he just wants to go to the beach.
Great. So set him up at the beach. And then the narrator part, does it need to check this out too?
Yeah, it's been watching and it feels lighter too. It's like, what am I gonna do now?
So ask it what it wants to do now, all that energy.
It wants to be an advisor.
How's that sound?
I'm thinking really good as long as it's not too noisy in the middle of the night.
Well, ask it about that.
Yeah, I'm asking just if it could just help me and when I need it
Yeah.
and let me sleep.
Yeah. What's it say?
Yeah, it's softening.
You're good.
It's okay with that.
Okay, good.
Oh, God. What a ride this is.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Oh, God, I feel different.
Yeah? Say more about the difference.
Well, I feel exhausted, but I feel it's like a good exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry.
Mhm.
Good. And I just, my head feels so much more light, so much more open.
Yeah, it's great. You look great.
Thank you.
I can't see your face.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, Colleen. As we say, it's better than Botox.